So.
Which is only going to be like 5 seconds long, and then we'll discuss something else, so whatever the case, whatever the case may be. One thing that he did say, oh, so the acceptance letters, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
First of all, she got the letters before you even entered her house. And secondly, how the hell do you know if they're acceptance letters or not? I don't know. Everybody on this friggin' show is suspicious to me. Are you alright?
I'm thinking.
Then we come to find out the name on the rental unit is Hannah.
Go figure. Of course.
Of course, that's how it's going to be that she gets in trouble.
Of course. Because Hannah gets the shit end of the stick every fucking time. Hannah gets, like, in trouble with the law all the time when it deals with when it deals with, Hannah. Oh, when it deals with A, Hannah gets in trouble with the law. Emily gets in relationship troubles. Spencer gets
herself in trouble.
Yeah. Aria gets in trouble with her education. Gets herself in trouble like a fucking moron. Oh, God, I just want to kick her in her face. She's so annoying.
Spencer gets in trouble with the law, though.
Yeah, Spencer gets in trouble with the law, and so does
Michaela.
Hannah. Hannah and Spencer get in trouble with the law.
The only good part of this episode was the ending. Finally, a friggin' A appearance. Caramel's in the friggin' desk and breaking into Hellbrick's computer.
First A appearance in forever.
Yes, that person
Because you can't
knew.
even count the Mona thing as an A appearance because that person had a blonde wig on. We've never seen A with a blonde wig. And I think that whoever killed Mona, I don't think it was A.
No.
So.
But that person knew their way around Hellbrick's desk and
knew that there was
office
candies
and
in that drawer. That was weird. Yeah.
What is with the candies, exactly? What is with the candies?
A is always sucking on some peppermints or something.
Butterscotch,
caramels, peppermint.
Coconut custard smidgens from Gertrude Hawks.
My belly hurts. I was going to say something.
Excuse me.
There is no excuse. What were you going to say?
I'm trying to think. Oh, I said Hannah gets herself in trouble because she's a dumb fuck.
How is Hannah a dumb fuck? How does her name being on that thing have anything to do with her?
Well, first of all, she goes looking. You've seen that in the promo. She takes it upon herself.
Yeah, she takes it upon herself because she's the only one who stands up to A.
And she gets caught by Detective Tanner.
They let her go.
She goes looking. So she goes by herself, takes it upon herself. She takes it upon herself to go. Same way she took it upon herself to go and hide a gun underneath an inch of dirt. We got cars that wash up from shorelines, but you're going to hide a gun under an inch of dirt and not get caught. Same one who tried to wash a pair of fucking dirty shoes. Or throw them in a garbage bag or whatever she did with them.
Ladies and gentlemen.
She does it herself.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reappearance of Sarah. She has made an A appearance tonight.
But I think she does it to herself, Hannah. I do. She's not smart. I mean, she might be book smart.
Well, apparently, because Spencer asked her multiple times last episode how many colleges she got into, and she sidestepped that question.
Mona took those tests for her and fucking handed them in instead. I'm telling you, Mona switched her fucking test results with Hannah's because she knew she wasn't going to be there to get into college.
That's a very good theory. I like it.
She took care of her friend before she died.
Mona knew she was going to die.
Mona knew. I don't care what anybody says. If Mona is actually really dead, Mona knew she was going to die.
Mona's dead.
And she was fine with that.
You see her.
Well, now they're talking about the Mona has a twin theory. So, that's not...
Mona said... like...
Mona.
Janelle Parrish.
M-O-N-A.
Not even as Mona. As Janelle Parrish said.
So Janelle
the
Parrish
person who died in this episode stays dead.
The person who died in this episode stays dead. So was it Mona?
Now there's dorky Mona and sexy Mona.
I said Mona has a split personality. Me and Gianna talked about this last night. Mona has a split personality unlike anybody we've ever known, okay?
Everybody on this show does.
No. Mona has a split personality unlike anybody we've ever known. You have crazy fucking psycho fucking Mona, like... What did she say in the A layer? When she turns and she looks at supposedly Toby in that thing.
Change of plans.
Change of plans.
Well, she didn't say it
She's
quite
so
that
creepy.
way.
She has no makeup on. She's not Mona-like. Seriously, she has no makeup on. Mm-hmm. She doesn't look anything like Mona. Like, anytime we see Mona, she has makeup on. She's all dolled up.
When she's loser Mona.
But I understand. But maybe split personality, but I'm not feeling the twin thing because split personality I understand just for the simple fact that, you know, she... but I don't know. Maybe there was another way to get a different Mona into the Bradley because if she was getting out. But I don't know. There's just been times where hasn't she been in one particular situation where she's been nice and then crazy?
Mm-hmm.
So that
not really in the same scene though. That's what I'm saying. Like if any time that we've ever seen her be nice and then be like a bitch at the switch of a hat, like it's been like she's defending herself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like when like the girls would attack her, she'd be like, "Well, you want to know what? Blah blah blah," and then she'd like go about her way.
Nice. The whole masquerade party, a whole ride up there. Nice. You want a piece of gum? And then all of a sudden Spencer knew, and then all of a sudden Mona was like, "I'm gonna take you on a high-speed chase."
Yeah, exactly.
No, we didn't. Okay, but can we take this into consideration? When that happens, Mona says, "Want a piece of gum?" Spencer gets hit over the head. There's a whole bunch of time in between there that we've never seen anything. That we don't know.
So do you think Mona and her twin are boop?
Perhaps.
Like, hey, let me put your pants on?
Yep. It's possible. We think that
I'll be hiding in your trunk. Come get me when she finds out.
She's in the barrel. Her name is Lona.
She could be like what we're saying. I'm not saying like whatever. Like I'm saying that the Mona that we know could be dead. I'm just saying that it could potentially be another, like the sister. Like it could potentially. She could. Honestly, I thought about the twin theory. I don't think they're gonna do it with Allison because that would just be stupid. Well, that's what I'm saying. We've thought about it from every perspective, and honestly, the only one that actually made sense to me was Mona.
I think Jason makes lots of sense, too.
I don't think Jason makes any sense.
Well, you just said he's completely different now. He's always stuck up for Allie.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he's
But we're talking about, like, having a twin throughout it. Like, it wouldn't be a change this late in the game.
Or would it?
Nobody said, like, that it's but there's been time. Like, Jason's always been sticking up for Allie, but there's been other things that he's done. Like, okay, he went after Ari all of a sudden. Bam, bam. Let me get it in real quick. And was done with that. Same thing with Ashley. Like, bam, bam. Done with that.
Actually gets it in. Yeah. Done.
Like, there's been things that he's done that's out of Jason character. Let me stay in a sober house.
Well, I said
order some pizza,
to her, we've rewatched the season 1 so far. Like we haven't gotten through the whole thing, but how did Jason go from suits and ties and like this business casual?
And
like,
before you start, we already know that it was a different Jason in season 1. We're not talking about the actor. We're talking about the character. Thank you. Go ahead.
Because people point out the dumbest shit, like as if we didn't already know.
No shit. No SHIT. We know.
We know that it wasn't it was a different
Parker
character.
Motherfucking Badgley in season 1.
So how did he go from suits and ties and blah 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 this and that, and now
first father, wasn't he?
I don't know. Don't know. Don't remember. All I know.
Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong because I'm not going to put that out there for people to say something to me because I'll say something back. But
they will say something.
Holy shit!
He scared me.
I'll turn a troublemaker on their ass quick.
Okay.
All I know is that I don't know. I just think that he went from like business suit and tie and blah 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 to, well, thank you, my parents. Oh, speaking of, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But could we just mention this really quick? Does anybody else find it a little suspicious or weird that Allison's fucking mother and father never attended her memorial? We never noticed that before.
Like,
yeah, Jason's on the phone.
Jason gets like a phone call, walks in with the girls
in his
suit. He walks in and says to the girls, "That was my folks. They said thanks." Why the hell were they not present at the memorial that Jenna spoke at? To begin with.
I don't know. Were they at the second one?
Sorry they couldn't make it. They said
they were
thanks.
At the funeral. Sorry they couldn't make it. They said thanks.
Yeah.
Were they at the second one in the mausoleum where they had the little?
We didn't get that far.
It was just the
They're
vibe
just
of
never
it.
there. Because that bitch knew that, Mrs. De Laurentiis knew from the beginning that she was still fucking alive.
No, she thought she was dead. She buried her.
She knew she was alive.
She buried her.
I think her and Jason knew that she was alive since the beginning.
Well, I think her dad's the one that hit her.
It's possible. She could have.
There's something wrong with her dad.
Although, let me tell you something, though. I just don't understand.
And I think he feels bad, so I think that's why he's covering for
But let me tell you something, okay?
all this stuff. There's something weird with him.
Marlene King, okay? She's a mother.
special kind
Let
of
me
mother.
tell you something, though. She's a mother. And,
In real life?
yes,
Oh, okay.
I feel... No, I'm just
I'm
saying,
so
though.
confused as to what she's
No, I'm saying, though,
We were talking about the show, and she's like, she's a mother.
No, okay, Marlene King is a mother. Okay? And so are some of the writers on the show and blah, blah, blah. I
Some mothers
feel...
out there.
Listen, I feel as though, with the situation that I'm in, if I ever saw Jeremy hit my kid over the head, I would
Oh.
never in a fucking million years cover for him.
No, I'd rip his
Ever.
balls off.
The
and shove
only
them up his
person that
ass.
I'd be willing